Hey there guys, I'm HelloJapan, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is Jak and Daxter, the HD collection. So you may be wondering, Tyler, you are getting way too ahead of yourself. You have way too many things going on, and as true as that may be, if you look at my track record, I'm not the best with completing games. If I start too many at once. But with this new recording strategy I've been implementing, where I record a ton at once and then edit it and just release it slowly throughout the week, it seems to be working. I don't get overly stressed with too many things going on, or I have to record a single video, edit that, record another one. I can just sit down and record a bunch and play as I normally would. So for this playthrough, we're actually going to play through all three games, and of course we're going to start with the first one. Not my favorite one. My favorite one is Jak 3, by far my favorite. Jak 2 is probably my least favorite, and Jak 1 is probably the favorite, or the second favorite. So that's how that goes with that. Without further ado, guys, let's get started with the HD remake of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Let's get started. Okay guys, here we have it, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Okay, so as you guys know, I have started this game before, actually on the PS2, and didn't really get anywhere with it. I played a little while, and then I just kind of stopped, and, I'm not going to be doing that with this. I'm not going to be doing that this time. This time, I'm actually going to sit down and play through it, because it's a new HD experience for me, and I think it will be well worth the wait. So, without further ado, let's get started. I need a new saying. Yes. And here's hoping for Jak 4. You never know, though. You never know. Well, they did have Jak X, but that's not the same. I'll shut up.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness Eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of Green Eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts in Eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jack, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Oh, guys, I love this game so much. And it looks great for HD. Or, not for HD. Yeah, for HD. For a PS2 remake game or whatever. You know, I think this game looked good as it was. You know, it began to look dated, but it still looked pretty good. All considered, you know.
Some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Cool stuff. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be overwhelmed or anything. I will... I know it may be a while before I, you know, sit down and make another Skyrim video. And that's the one thing that I kind of feel bad about, because, you know, Skyrim was my main LP, and then Final Fantasy came around, and I started enjoying Final Fantasy a little bit more than Skyrim. And then Shank came out. Shank, like I said, won't be much longer, though, because it's not that long of a game. There's only like 8 or 9 levels, I believe. But yeah. Okay. That was just autosave. But anyway, yeah, I mean, there's not many levels in that. I could probably finish it this weekend if I really wanted to. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. And another thing is, I'm not going to be going for 100% in this game, just because I have not played through this game, you know, enough to know where everything is. And to try for 100% would be ridiculous, at least on my part, because I don't know where everything is. But I will try and play through every level. I may not get every single power cell, but I will. We'll try and find where most of them are. This first level here, though, I'm going to go try and look for everything. Just because they're not that hard. Yeah, but a question for you guys: which game? I know you guys have told me before, but which game do you think, just for the sake of having this in one place, which game do you think is your favorite Jak and Daxter game? Like I said before, mine was the third, and then the first, and then second. Which order do you guys put the games in terms of, I guess, favorite? No, you stupid! Oh. Up here. No, now I was going to explain this.
Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yeah. Oh, I missed this guy over here. Is that it? Cool. Yeah, because some of those scout flies are going to be pretty hard to get. And you know, Jak and Daxter are like almost the perfect duo. On the case of the game, they call them the dynamic duo, which I guess is pretty suiting.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Oh, come on.
Precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Of course, I run out. And that's a Blue Eco vent. No.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Exactly. And there are also other vents. I believe Green Eco and maybe Red Eco. I don't know if that's in this game or not. I don't quite remember. I think there's 3 types of Eco. There you go. Last time I was playing through the PS2 version, like on my own, I missed that one. Open says me. Nice.
Good work. The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of Eco. Pick up 50 small green Ecos, or 1 big green one to increase your health.
Very interesting. I think you can also... Yeah, there we go. You can push L1 and do this, like, squat jump attack, or not jump attack, squat, like, jump thing, which gives you extra height. Then you can also push it... You can also push it, and tap it to do that roll thing that I just did. There we go, we got 50 out of 50. As so. There we go. Don't want to miss that one. You know, it's just quite strange to see a PS2 game, you know, redone, you know, HD on a PS3. Do I like it? Yeah, it's awesome, but it's just strange.